What is up, guys? It's your boy Noxy P89 back at you with another video. Here to talk about Resident Evil Dos. Resident Evil Deuce. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. So if you have not finished the game, guys, pause and just come back. Come back when you finish the game. Both campaigns. At least one run each. Yes, this game looks and plays good. Wait. Does it really? Is the hype real? Man, I was excited about this game. I was going nuts when they would show anything on this game, any news that came out on this game. I needed to know, I needed to see, I needed to believe. I needed to believe that this game was not going to disappoint. I needed to believe that this game was going to play good. I needed to believe that they weren't settling this bullshit, Capcom. They didn't. They didn't. This game, man. This game, from the moment you start moving around, to where you first pick up a gun, to where you first shoot your gun, it feels like you're running for your life. You're running for your life, man. And that's had been missing from Resident Evil games. Everybody was hating that. A lot of people didn't like Resident Evil 7. I personally like Resident Evil 7. It was a different take on it, but it was twisted, man. It was survival. At its core, it was survival, and I think that's what the game is. It's survival. It's not really to showboat or showcase your gun skills. It's how you dodge, enemies. How you stay away. How do you stay alive? When to take kills, when not to take kills. When to shoot, when not to shoot. There's very little games out there that will encourage that. You're out there just shooting, you're reloading, you're shooting, you're reloading, you're shooting. Like, nah, man, your ammo is scarce here. Like, if you're not about that, then this is not the game for you. You don't, like, ammo is very, very hard to find, and then sometimes you make the ammo that you didn't want to make because you don't have the weapon unlocked yet. Like my first run with Leon, I kept getting submachine gun ammo, I believe, but I didn't have a submachine gun, and I'm not sure if I can have the submachine gun. I think I can in Leon's campaign. I did unlock it in Claire's campaign, but that's later down. We'll talk a little bit more about Claire. The characters. Speaking of on the characters, there's actually 4 playable characters right now. So 4 playable characters, 1 being on Leon, obviously, 1 being Claire, 1 being Ada, 1 being Sherry. So this is basically each character has their own character. So for example, Leon's campaign you got Ada, and in Claire's campaign you got Sherry. Their campaigns per se, or their gameplay is very narrow, but yet it changes up the pace, it changes up the game, so they're well welcome. Can they do more? Will they do more in DLC or later down the road? Who knows? Yet to see. Hopefully, I mean, I could see them being a full kind of set of maybe at least Ada, for sure. Ada was doing dirty work in the beginning, so if they do that down the road DLC, that'd be cool. I think that'd be very well welcome. Just keep, if it's gonna be like that, make sure it's a pretty lengthy campaign, at least, I don't know, 5-6 hours for a DLC piece. I think that'd be cool, and I think that's just pushing it. Honestly, that's pushing it, but here's to hoping. So yeah, bosses look cool, man. The bosses look cool. They're not playing around, and it's pretty obvious where you have to hit them, guys. Like, if you've never played a Resident Evil game, there's points and the boss's characters or whatever that you're gonna have to hit, and you kind of aim there. So spoiler alert, this, I believe, has been this boss in particular, there's been videos up on him, so I don't think that's very spoiled, but I'm just saying, if you haven't played the game, guys, again, pause it, go back, come back once you play the campaigns, because I'm just playing the clips playing in the background is just scenes and parts in the game that I thought were cool, that were my favorites. So I'm gonna put them up there, and see how I did. I died a lot, man. You will die a lot in this game. Don't think that you're just gonna play through it, especially if you want to play through it. Not just, I just started second run hardcore, and let me tell you, first 5 minutes in to actually playing, I already died like 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? So, but I enjoy the game, so I enjoy the challenge, and it is frustrating, but I will get through them. I will get through them, just like you will get through this game. Backtracking. A lot of people hate backtracking in video games. Does this game have backtracking? It's a Resident Evil game. All I can say is yes, it has backtracking. I don't remember Resident Evil 2, man. I played it. It scared the shit out of me. I would play it at daytime, obviously. We only had one TV to play it on to begin with, so I couldn't. It was a limited time, but even if I had a choice whether I could play it at night or daytime, I would choose daytime all day. That game was fucking scary, man. Growing up, it's crazy because you look at it now and it's like that scared me, but your imagination plays such a big role in you believing what you're seeing that it only makes sense. And at the age Resident Evil 2 came out, PlayStation, you can only imagine, it being fucking scary. But guys, do yourself a favor, finish the campaign, run the game a couple of times, not just once, not just twice. Honestly, run it at least twice for each character, so that'd be a total of 4 if you want to look at it that way. I suggest you don't look at it anyway, just fucking play it. The game is definitely has a replay value. You will not get everything in the first run, I believe. And if you're one of those like seekers for every nook and cranny and Easter egg type of person, I try to be, but man, honestly, I don't hold to it too much because some of this shit is just, I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all spend hours trying to find, hitting locations and this and that. It's just crazy how y'all could do it. Salute. I can't do it, but I enjoy just playing the game and whatever I find along the way without going too much out of the way. You know what I mean? To the point where I'm looking at strategy guides, then it's all well welcome. But the game has some characters as well, man, that their time in the game will fucking make you look at the game differently, play the game a little differently, because it's not just you trying to find who's responsible for this, but it's affecting the people of this city, which when you meet this character, it is one of my favorite scenes in the fucking game. Oscar nominated worthy. I'm just kidding. Nah, man, it's a good scene though. Definitely the characters around the protagonist, whether it be Claire or Leon, play a bigger role in the story than the guy you're playing. Like, you're playing and you're the main focus because you're the one out here trying to save the world essentially, but the characters that you meet along the way is what makes the story you know what I mean. It gives you a sense of a purpose in a way, or at least tries to implement that in your mind. But does it work? Well, and sometimes it sometimes feels like it was just kind of too scripted and it was too forced on there. Leon's voice actor, I don't know, he was just too flat for me. Claire's was cool. Claire's actor was cool. The pacing on this game, man, is just incredible. Like you see right now, we were heartwarming. It was a heartwarming scene, and now you got this fucking alligator, crocodile, rat infested thing after you, man. It's coming after you. The pacing on this game is fucking incredible, man. You cannot put your controller down. You cannot. There's no real action, like quick time action events that I can think of. Not like in other Resident Evil games, but it's definitely it knows when to pick up the pace again. It knows when to put you back in the seat. So like during the downtimes, it's when your heart is pumping even more because you don't know when the zombies are coming. When the action's happening, it's telling you, here it goes. Like we're coming after you. So it's not like there's ever any downtime with this game. It switches from character. Like now we're playing as Ada, and her missions are a little slower pace. But it's a Resident Evil game, so obviously they gotta give you something, man. They can't just give you okay, you go around this. We gotta get you going. It's like, come on, man, you gotta open this door now. You got to open this door now, and you will die. You will die, guys. I said it once, I'll say it again. You will die. The tyrant is invincible to Ada. To Leon, not so much, but well, you'll find that out. You'll find that out as we go. But yeah, man, puzzles in this game are pretty simple in your face, but sometimes it's just, you got the tyrant that won't fucking leave you alone, and sometimes you're too dumb. It's in your face. So guys, examine anything in your fanny pack. Anything you got in your fanny pack, examine, man, because sometimes the clues to opening or to getting something open is in those items you have, those boxes you carry. It's not just a box. Like, examine it, open it. There's a key. There's, I don't know, a combo, whatever. There's always something around something else. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's what's crazy. I was having some difficulties in some of these next steps. I kept backtracking, and I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I not picking up? And it was in your face. It was in my inventory this whole time. You know what I mean? So just stuff like that, guys. You gotta be wary and watch out. Different you get different places you play at, locations. Essentially right now we're at the bottom of the bottom, where all the sciences be at and shit. But locations, man, locations are cool. They're cool looking. They're well done. They're well done in both campaigns, man. The locations, I personally prefer the locations that you get to walk through as Claire. Her locations are way sweeter. I mean, that's just personal preference. As you get to see some of the scenes coming up. Like I said, guys, again, the scenes that you're watching is just stuff that I recorded that I thought personally was good. Like cool scenes. So spoiler alert, if you haven't finished the game, guys, again, before we keep going, pause and just go back. And then come back once you're done playing the game. Because you'll be done in no time. Honestly, it hooks you right the fuck in. Once you pick it up, you really can't put it down. You really can't put it down. It's that enticing. It's a single player game. There's no multiplayer, but you just want to see what else there is to find or do in the game. And if you can beat your record, get a better score at the end. so yeah, guys. After you beat the first campaign, I believe in any, whether it be Claire's or Leon's, you unlock the alternative costumes, which I am wearing right now. I'm wearing Claire's original costume from, I believe, Resident Evil 2, the original Resident Evil 2. So that's what I'm rocking right now. The puzzles, again, it's mostly kind of what you already did, and you already know what to open, what things to take, and you know what I mean, to get on to the next part. Some are a little different. You will come across different paths, different ways that Claire will do that you didn't do with Leon. So that also kind of confused me at times, where it's like, oh, I can't open it because you're not supposed to. Your character that you're playing at the time is not supposed to open the door. It's just, you know what I mean, it's just how it goes. I might be wrong, though. I might be wrong. You might be able to open every door with either character. I didn't get to open all the doors with Leon's campaign, and I didn't get to open all the doors with Claire's campaign. So so yeah, guys, Claire's campaign, though. Claire's campaign, like I said earlier, you do find another character you play in her campaigns, which would bring it at a total of 4 playable characters, and that's Sherry. That's the little girl you find, and you do sort of missions with her, or a mission, something you got an objective, sorry, with her. But later we'll look at that later, man. But like I was saying before, I think Claire's The locations were just much better, much better. I like them a lot better. Um, her campaign seemed, given that I already had played through Leon's, it's shorter. Obviously, I did it in less time. But as far as it getting easier, no, man, you're still gonna die. Just because you played it through and you kind of have the hang on the controls, you're still gonna die in both campaigns, man. That's all I really could say. And the action don't really stop, which it all works to the benefit of the us, the consumers, the players, because you want that. You don't want it to be easier. If anything, keep it at the same level or more, because that's what you want out of a fucking game, and the game delivers on that, man. It's gory and it's survival at its core. It's survival at its core, and you will enjoy either campaign, man. Either campaign is good. You can't go wrong with either campaign you do first. I can't stress that enough. And it does have replay value, man. It has replay value because the gameplay is so strong. The gameplay is strong with this one. So it draws you back, man. You just wanna figure out how to kill more zombies quicker. See if headshots are really. Sometimes I feel like headshots are not really the way you want to go, because you'll be, emptying 8, 9, 10 rounds into these guys' dome, and these guys won't die. So you'll have to use your stronger weapon, lose out on ammo, and possibly they still won't die. So just be wary, man. These guys do not fuck around. They do not fuck around. But every time you do splatter someone's brains all over the wall, or you kill a licker, or you kill a zombie dog, or you kill one of those plant zombies, it feels good. It feels good. The variety in enemy characters that you come across is well-rounded, just because of the reactions. Mostly the way they react to you. It's, you can't really pass them by too easy. They'll turn around, they'll grab you, they'll bite you. If you don't have any grenades or knives on you, you can't really defend yourself. That's the only way of defense. If you have those couple items in your inventory: flash grenades, regular grenades, or knives. If you don't have that, you're taking a bite. You're taking a bite before you could sock them. You know what I mean? You're taking a bite. I'm sorry. You're just gonna take the fucking bite. So yeah, guys, going back a little bit, scenes with other characters, building the story and just making the story that much better. That guy right there, he, later on you realize he's the chief. He's the chief of police, and he's crookeder than crooked. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the story is not really, the game is not really built for the story. The story is not a strong suit. I think it's the gameplay and the immersiveness in this environment, this falling apart city, man. You really do feel it. You feel the tension. When you get to play Sherry, you get a couple things you have to do, man. It's just basically hide and seek with her, and it does play such a big role on you. You're just kind of like, oh shit, you feel the tension. Keep vibration on your DualShock or your Xbox controller, whatever you're playing. Keep it on, man. Don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Claire's paths, like I said, and as you would expect, is a little different than Leon's, more or less. But like I said, the the paths that you do take with Claire, man, I just like them better. I like that open area, top floor. Like, I like the sewer parts that you're both gonna be in both campaigns. I like the labs, that are underground. The scenes where Claire is either in the orphanage area or this part where she's running where she's running towards the orphanage to get to Claire, I believe. The scenes you come across, like this basketball court, man, that's dope. Like, I just thought it was like the city was done nice. The characters, the models, everything was done right. The controls were just right. Weapons, man, weapons. I feel like you get more weapons with Claire. I don't know if her arsenal is bigger, in fact, if that's a fact or not. But her arsenal. I definitely had a lot more weapon choices than I did with Leon. With Leon, I feel like I forgot or I didn't unlock everything I was supposed to. So I got to do the second run. I have to. I got to finish that. But yeah, the weapon variety. Again, this game is not supposed to be about you running and gunning, but there is a good amount of weapon variety here. There's a couple toys you could play around with. The more playthroughs you do, the more weapons you unlock, I believe, or some sort of unlimited ammo. So that also, it gives you an incentive to play and just mess around with some different weapons and see how you do. Um, but man, it's just a gorgeous game to play through, man. The gameplay is there to back it up, and it's just good to look at. It's good to look at. Just final thoughts and opinions, man. I want to see more DLC. I want to see more DLC. Well, not more DLC. Excuse those words. I want to see DLC. Period. I want to see DLC. Period. And the game is great, man. It's definitely worth buying. It's definitely worth renting. It's definitely worth asking your friend to borrow if he has it. So, guys, without saying too much, I will leave these last couple scenes in your guys' hands. But do yourself a favor and pick this game up. You will not be disappointed. If you're looking in the horror genre or the survival genre, pick it up, man. Do yourself a favor and pick it up. It's your boy Nice P89 Amateur Hour. Peace.
What the fuck?